All right, I'm live. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna do a live stream. I'm not gonna stay too long, and I'll do on my normal chat that I normally do with my live streams. I just wanted to put out a video because I'm going away for the weekend, and just needed to put out this video because I've been working on it for actually a couple of days now, and I didn't want to take longer to shoot the video that like I normally do because I still have to pack and get everything ready. So I want to put out this video because I've been working on it, like I said, for a couple of days now. And so just want to get something out for the weekend, and I'm going to be away for the weekend. So just say what's up to first first chat here, Henry Spectre or Spectre. First chat. Congratulations. All right. So I'm not going to go over too much of the chat. I'm just going to talk about this stock. Of course, it's ChargePoint, as you see from my thumbnail there. So I'm going to share my little presentation. So keep in mind that this is a rumor. So there's not a lot of information out there on the company since it's not public. We have no revenue numbers. I mean, this is just speculation. But I think the speculation has some what's the word I'm looking for? Validity. There you go. Some validity to this because I've been actually following ChargePoint for a while now. ChargePoint is the biggest EV charging infrastructure company in the United States, if not in the whole world. So I've been actually following ChargePoint since July because there was speculation back in July that ChargePoint was going to have a reverse merger with HCAC, Hennessy Capital. And so that was when it was on my radar. I've been watching it, waiting for this to happen. And I did have a position in HCAC, waiting for this to happen. And well, I think everybody now knows that HCAC ended up going with Canoe. So now I have a position in Canoe. Canoe is another one that I haven't talked about. But I mean, I think a lot of people are discrediting Canoe because of their business model. It's kind of like the leasing of a vehicle business model, and a lot of people are just turned off by that. But I think people are not giving its credit because Canoe, actually has a lot of their own IP. They make their own skateboard, their own batteries, and so that's a lot to say for an EV company. A lot of companies are not actually making their own skateboard. Like think of like Fisker. Fisker is out there looking for somebody to make a skateboard for him currently. So there's a lot to say for companies that are making their own IP, making their own skateboard, batteries, and powertrain. So I would not discredit Canoe like a lot of people are discrediting them right now. But anyways, that's a separate topic. We're going to talk about ChargePoint. So ChargePoint, yeah, you should be able to see my screen here. Let me go full screen. Yeah, let me go full screen. Might make things a little bit better. All right, so HCAC speculation was back in July that they were going to merge with ChargePoint. That's when it got on pretty much everybody's radar. That's when it was on my radar. Of course, you now know that did not happen. HCAC went with Canoe, and so the new rumor is Switchback Energy, SBE. So the stock has been moving. It popped up to $13 and change just a couple of days ago, and now it was up to $14. And after hours today, it was up another 4%. So this stock is definitely moving, and I would say that from what I see, this has a lot more validity to it than back in July when they were talking about HCAC speculation. So that, take it for what it's worth. I think this has more validity to it. So anyways, ChargePoint, we don't know much about ChargePoint because it's not a public company. We don't know their revenues. We don't know their net income. We don't know anything about them besides from what little they have on their website. So just in August, they secured a funding round, about $127 million. So far they have raised $660 million in total. So the funds are going to be used to accelerate their expansion of ChargePoint's global commercial and fleet businesses, supporting the world's transition to electric mobility. ChargePoint will use the latest funding to expand commercial and fleet portfolio. So that's what's a big thing about ChargePoint is they're really focusing on commercial and the fleet side of the business. And that is, in my opinion, very, very wise, because when you focus on fleets, you're getting hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of stations installed at one time. So ChargePoint, the IPO, like I said, is rumored to be an IPO. So far, they raised over $600 million to date. Latest round, they raised $127 million. So according to this website, their last funding round, they're valuing the company at roughly $1.58 billion. So that's comparing to something like Blink. So Blink, look at their market cap, only $265 million. And Blink is really the only other EV play, EV charging infrastructure play that is public. So comparing, a more than $1 billion company like ChargePoint, you get the idea really quick how much bigger we have of a company in ChargePoint. So talking about Blink, so I Blink had this problem with culprit research. I did a video about it, and I sold out of my position, and I'm not disappointed that I sold out of the position. I'm not necessarily saying that Blink was committing fraud. I wouldn't go that far. The problem with Blink is that you see they have all their chargers on their network, and you see this charger, it's like, I don't even know what's going on there. It's just hanging there over the rail. And they had chargers like this, and this is just not arguable. They had a lot of chargers that were just broken and not functioning. So technically, that was not Blink's fault, because their business model allowed for this to happen. So I want to more talk about the Blink business model versus ChargePoint's business model. So Blink business model had this one huge flaw in it, and it was this host owned. So this host owned business model, essentially they allow the host to buy Blink chargers and install them on their property, and it has the Blink logo and the Blink name. But these host owned chargers has nothing to do with Blink, except that it is on Blink's network and it has the Blink's logo. So a lot of these companies, strip mall owners or business owners, they will install these Blink chargers, and they will not keep up. They will not keep them up. So so essentially they get all dilapidated, and it just looks bad on the company. And that's why you had things like this, right? Things like this. So it was just not a strong business model. They had Blink owned, and of course the Blink owned, they do keep up with it. They do, repair them and whatnot. But a lot of Blink's chargers out there are host owned, and that is the big problem. That's why you had this culprit research come out and just really bash them about all these EVs charging stations that don't work. So that's a huge contrast to what ChargePoint is doing, where ChargePoint is focusing a lot on commercial and fleet businesses, working with major companies, installing for their delivery trucks. Think of like delivery trucks for what is it? IKEA. So IKEA is I think a big customer of them. And so, when IKEA has fleets of trucks that do deliveries, they will come in and install the charging system for them. So that's the biggest difference between the two business models. One has this big weakness in this host owned. The other one focuses more on fleets and companies. So you'll see that also if you do some more research into basically the three biggest US EV plays for charging infrastructure. So if you look on the App Store, the Google Play Store, whatever, just look them up. Pretty much the three biggest players is ChargePoint and Electrify America. And you'll see just from the reviews, you see ChargePoint has 4.3 thousand and roughly 4 and 3/4 stars. Blink, on the other hand, has 2 stars and 152 reviews. And of course, a lot of the reviews are very negative, and that goes back to what I was talking about of their host-owned business model. Just a weak business model. It allows for their name to be tarnished. Electrify America is probably the next biggest one. Again, 116 reviews, roughly 3 stars. So you see, ChargePoint is definitely the biggest player in this space and the most respected. And it's probably the one that I see more in my town, and one that I've personally used. So again, ChargePoint targets the fleet, commercial transit. Think about buses, electrifying buses, electrifying airport transportation. So they focus a lot on that. Also, they focus a lot on new construction. When somebody's building out a new building, they will go in there and say, there's a lot of federal and state tax incentives. We're going to go in here and we're going to install X amount of charging stations. So they work with these type of companies. So right off the bat, you're going to be able to get a lot more sales, a lot more revenue. Also, they're just unarguably the largest EV infrastructure company in the United States, and they are very, very big in Europe. They've been building out their infrastructure in Europe, and just worldwide, they have a presence pretty much worldwide. But biggest markets is definitely United States and Europe. So tax incentives, a lot of tax incentives, a lot of federal. So look at this, federal incentives, $30,000 for EV charging infrastructure for your business. This is coming straight from the federal government. So your business could receive up to 30% tax credit, up to $30,000. And then for people that are installing these at home, $1,000 infrastructure tax credit. That's just from the federal level. From the state level, pretty much every single state out there has tax incentives. Texas, so like Austin Energy, gives you a rebate of up to $4,000 or 50% of the cost of the installation. Austin Energy is also providing rebates up to $10,000 to hosts who install DC fast chargers. Here's Florida, same thing, $200 rebate. So $4,000, $2,000. This is New York, $5,000 for the purchase of EV charging stations. So you get the point. There's lots of tax incentives going on. So these companies, pretty much these 3 companies, ChargePoint, Blink, and Electrify America, they are taking advantage of all these federal and state tax incentives, and they're just getting them installed and working with a lot of companies, working a lot of businesses to get them installed. So they're going to be making money hand over fist for the next few years, because obviously everyone is changing to the EV. That's without a doubt. So at least I want to get into the biggest and best player in this market, and I've been waiting for ChargePoint to come, and it looks like it is finally going to come if the rumors are true. We all hear the rumor that it's going to be SBE. So again, this is a rumor. So there's no investor presentation yet. So we don't have all the information we need. We don't know what the pro forma evaluation is going to be. So regardless, I think it's going to be massive. So the stock has been popping since a couple of days ago. And so I've been purchasing this in expectations that it is going to be ChargePoint. And if it is, I will be in at pretty early price points and make some good money. If it's not, it's not the end of the world. The stock will probably go back down to probably $11, and that's not the end of the world, because eventually they will merge with somebody. So I'm not too concerned. Here is my position. So I've been buying this for the past couple of days. I have a cost basis of $14.28, so a little bit high. Have 93 shares right now. I'm trying to get to at least 100 shares. So that's my position. And I was looking to get some warrants, but the warrants are overpriced right now. So I'm going to stick to the commons right now, and I'm looking forward to some type of announcement soon. So that's my video about ChargePoint. That is the rumor. So if you guys have been following the rumors, and you'll probably have heard that Switchback, SBE, is supposed to be merging with ChargePoint. And I think if it does happen, this will be massive. You know, when the whole pop of the EV, the EV plays, Blink had a huge pop, but you know, if Blink, I don't think is going to be able to compare to what ChargePoint is able to do. So that's my opinion. That's my quick video. So, like I said, I'm not going to keep this too long. I have some packing to do. We're actually going to go to the beach and just camp out on the beach this weekend. So, just wanted to put out this video because I have been kind of researching this, trying to dig out all the information I could in the past couple of days. So, just want to present that to you, let you guys know. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for supporting me and coming to my channel, joining me on these live streams and my live chats, giving me thumbs ups, subscribing to my channel, consider a membership to my channel if you want. It really helps out the channel. I'm going to go through the chat real quick and some just give some shout outs and see if I could answer a few questions before I head out, start packing and stuff. So Hugo Zarco, what's up? Thank you for joining me. I believe you were in my live chat last night, so thank you for joining me. David, I think you were in my live stream last night as well. Thank you for joining me. Like I said, just going to give out some shout outs. Mr. Huerta, you always join me for my live streams. Thank you very much. JMac, what's up, JMac? I saw your video, so I haven't watched your video yet. I need to watch that video, get your opinion. Your opinion is always very, very valuable to me. The Spec Man for sure. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Really helps out the channel. So, like I said, just out in here, just going through the chat, and I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. Hey, Cat Loves Dogs. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Pretty awesome. Just want to say thank you for sharing your knowledge and deep dives with us. You're the best. Enjoy the beach. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. So, are you invested in ChargePoint? So yeah, let me just bring up my position real quick. So I'm not invested in ChargePoint because ChargePoint is not public. The rumor is that Switchback Energy (SBE) is going to be the target, or is going to take ChargePoint as their target. So again, this is a rumor. So if you want to invest in it, do some due diligence, do some searching. But from what I'm seeing and what I'm gauging is it is more likely that it is going to be SBE. So yeah. Any expectations? Who knows? We don't know anything. I looked into Switchback and there's nothing on their website, so no idea. But hopefully it happens. But again, if it doesn't happen, it's not the end of the world. You know, the stock will crash back down to $10, $11. So if it doesn't happen, you know, there's always a floor, and the floor is about $10. And you know, even if it doesn't happen, they'll have a new target, and you know, it'll come back up. So I'm not too concerned if this comes back down. So thank you very much. Hit the like button. So like I said, I didn't want to make this video too long. Just want to present that. If you guys came late to the live stream, just go back to the very beginning to see the presentation. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you guys for the live, for the thumbs up, for the super stickers. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm gonna wrap this up, start packing, and start heading out tomorrow. Have an awesome weekend, guys. Bye.